Hey folks, it's Mike. I'm not actually in Winnipeg right now. In fact, I'm not even in Manitoba. In fact, I'm not even in Canada right now. I'm in Tennessee, just south of Nashville at the moment. Just visiting family out here and just having a good time. And it's the first chance I've had to actually take some real photos with the camera instead of my phone. I mean, I can probably show some of the photos from my phone as well. Just because the first couple of days we were here, it was raining, and while it made for some good shots, I didn't really want to risk using the camera for taking those shots. Don't want to get too wet because it's not weather sealed. But I mean, it's just gorgeous with all the rolling hills and twisty turns with all these roads around here, and it's just gorgeous. Fall colors have started to come in, but it's, I'd say, the equivalent of Winnipeg in early September. Give it about another month and yeah, it'll look like Winnipeg in October. Very well, Manitoba, and really, you know. Today I'm actually out on a couple of country roads about a half an hour south of Nashville, and it's gorgeous. It's plain gorgeous. I'll show you some of the video and some of the photos that I've taken, and trust me, you'll love it. Okay, got this picture of a barn. I'm assuming it's a barn or a garage of some sort, whatever it is. Kind of liking sort of that rustic feeling up against all the sort of sun that's coming out, and just everything about this area I kind of like. I'm just trying to find composition that works. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. I think we got something there. And, you know, I mean, you can see all these mountainous, wooded areas, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. It's like 7:30 in the morning and I'm half awake. But I mean, it's like this road goes on and on. And it's gorgeous. I mean, I was here a couple of days ago. And, yeah, hilly, beautiful, just wow, that's all I can say. Yeah, for this trip, I actually decided to take both the RF-16 so I could do video, and my 24-105 so I could take photos. But of course, recording a video it requires me to sort of switch back and forth. And I was feeling a little lazy, but I'm like, forget it. I want to actually get to using my 24-105 because I want to actually sort of zoom in on various different aspects of scenes. You know, I mean, from the RF-16, this would have been like really wide, even wider than this. But yeah, I mean, the 24-105 allows me to sort of zoom in on what I want and not what I don't want, like say that post office box, mailbox. Sorry, I'm in the US, whatever. You know, sort of get that out of the shot and get a better composition. Excuse me, sorry. I definitely need some breakfast. Anyway. Okay, so as you can see, I mean, these mountains are just gorgeous. They're still very green, and you know, wow, that's all I can say. I mean, you don't get this kind of stuff in the prairies, with some exceptions. I mean, it's sort of like the roads. I mean, the roads themselves are sort of like Whiteshell Provincial Park, where they go, you know, here and there and whatever, and you're kind of afraid you'll fall off the side of the road, but here, it's on another level. As you can see, I'm seeing a lot of nice mountainous rolling hills and whatever you want to, you know, all out in the country. Maybe I should take on a Tennessee accent. I don't know if I can pull it off. But anyway, one of the compositions I'm trying here is, let me just zoom in. There's this house here with the rolling hills over here, and there's a road back there, and I'm trying to do what I can with what I've got. And yeah, I'll see what I can do. You know, I mean, this is just gorgeous area, period. Don't know if I want to be here if it, you know, ever gets icy and snowy, because it could turn into a skating rink. Don't want that. But, I mean, chances of that in October? No. December, January, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. And it's all sorts of good rustic looking barns like this, and although this one's in a much better shape than some of the other ones I've seen, because there's some that are, you know, fallen down a bit and yeah, looking a bit rough, but this one's actually looking quite rustic. But I mean, it's also, you know, paired with a lot of new houses, or newer looking houses, that are actually very beautiful in and unto themselves, but yeah, I prefer a bit more rustic. It's Future Mike here. Just wanted to sort of recap some stuff about Nolensville. It's a town about a half an hour south of Nashville. It's a mixture of quaint old buildings like the Amish store that we frequented, you know, getting a nice mixture of foods and such, and with some newer buildings, including a Mexican restaurant that my brother-in-law favors, which great food, great drinks, and an owner that kind of looks like a friend of mine here in Winnipeg. And And it's also got a creek running throughout the town, which nice clear creek, nice clear waters. You know, I'll show some photos in this video, and something called an Osage orange, which was growing in some bits of the creek, which you know, I'll be showing a photo of one of those in this video, and I'd love to go back. I'm pretty sure I will be going back later this year. Although I kind of wish we went a little later in October when the fall colors were really out. Because we got there right at the beginning of when the fall colors started coming out. You know, as opposed to Winnipeg, where the fall colors were full bloom and lots of leaves are leaving the trees. Actually, one thing I will also say is that the weather while we were down there was quite pleasant. And then, of course, the night we got back, in Winnipeg, temperature was like +6 and very windy. And, of course, you know, coming right out of the airport, doors open, cold wind, of course, and I wasn't dressed properly for it. And then, of course, about an hour after we got home, those winds caused a power outage in the area, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So one of the photos that I took on the day that I was down there is of this ancient barn or garage. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but it's very rustic looking, and with the whole scene in the area, it was just something I just felt I had to photograph. Light wasn't the greatest that it could be, but I mean, it was what it was, and I felt that the composition that I captured was pretty good. I mean, you've got the main road itself, and then the little sort of road that leads onto the property. You'll notice that in the photo itself, there's little gate sort of right about there, and of course you've got these power lines with power poles. And when I first edited this image, it turned out okay, but I don't know, I just felt like it was missing sort of that rustic element to it. I suppose if the light was a little bit better, it certainly would have turned out a lot better with a sort of standard edit, which is what I did with this photo originally. And then I was playing around with trying to make it a little more rustic looking, and I experimented with black and white, which turned out okay. I don't think I actually have an edit for that right now, but and then I was like, okay, well, maybe convert it to black and white, add sort of some rustic coloring back to it, some reds, some oranges, that kind of thing. And that wasn't really working out the way I wanted it to. And then I converted it back to color, played around with the color grading a bit, and came up with this photo, which, there you go, which I really like. I mean, it sort of really captures that rusticness, except for the power pole, power lines, and the gate, and etc. So the image sat like that for many months until recently, where I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's try and remove sort of that modern-ish stuff to it. So I took a couple of stabs in Photoshop. It didn't go right at first. just because I think the contrast between the power pole that's sticking right in the middle there, and with the barn behind it, Photoshop was having some issues with it. I don't even remember exactly how I successfully did it. I don't remember if I took a copy of the original photo that I showed first and then removed it. It was whatever. But this is what I'll call the final result, where as you can see, I've removed all the power poles, power lines, and the gate that was there, plus I'm guessing it was a little intercom system to essentially get permission onto the property. So I've removed all that, and I'm very happy with this result. It's something I can certainly feel proud when I print it out, which I may do. And I mean, if you're interested in a copy of this photo, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, it is, it's a wonderful photo, and I'm kind of glad I got the opportunity to actually go there. So yeah, I'll throw it back to my past self back in October and go from there. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite beautiful out in the rolling hills and mountains and streets or roads. Streets is more city than roads. The country roads of central Tennessee. On that note, I'm gonna head back to my brother-in-law's place because I want breakfast. I'm hungry. So I think it's off to get some eggs, bacon, hash browns, etc. So on that note, I hope to continue my adventures in Tennessee and show them to you. So for the moment, do the usual: like, comment, subscribe. Ciao, folks.